Coming up on MCTV this week, see how the Fusion Theater is working around technical difficulties after being struck by lightning, and Monmouth College hosted its 21st Annual Cultural Festival. This week starts now. Hello and welcome to MCTV This Week. For Lily Guillen, I'm Juliana Graff. During the storm last Friday, the Fusion Theater was struck by lightning for the second time this year. It is believed the lightning struck the radio tower behind the theater, sending a charge through the wiring equipment in the theater, damaging the theater's light dimming system, intercom system, and a DVD player. While it is not a major setback to next week's opening of Tribes, the crew must still work around the lost equipment.
It could cause some issues. We're going to go ahead and hang the lighting plot as was designed and hope for the best, but at the same time we're going to hang some of our intelligent lighting fixtures which don't require any kind of external dimmers, and hopefully we'll have a backup system that way just in case. It won't be quite as artistically good looking, but it should suffice for this type of a drama.
To prevent future damage, the theater has asked the college to consider surge protecting the building.
The two-decade-old tradition of celebrating different cultures across campus continued this weekend with the 21st Cultural Festival. Last Saturday, the Office of Intercultural Life hosted the festival on the Quad. Over 30 countries, 4 intercultural life groups, and the Study Abroad program set up tables all around to give information to students as well as community members. And here behind me stand some of the flags that are not only represented in the Intercultural Festival, but also here at Monmouth College. Since there were so many cultural backgrounds present at the festival, there were also many ethnic dishes and desserts served in a buffet style for all the festival goers, which served as another reminder to be culturally aware of the diversity on campus and the community.
Because international students feel like sometimes they're not really important, so it's like it's really nice to celebrate, to tell them like, oh, we care about you. It's like, yeah, we want to know more about you and about your culture, which is so nice.
As students and community cruised to each table to get more information about the different countries where students come from, some also learned about the aspects that made these students choose Monmouth College over other schools.
I have decided to come to the States because everyone wants to come to the US just to study and to get his education from here. So I have applied, and Monmouth College has accepted me and gave me good for you, and the campus was good, and people welcomed me before I came in here, and they were helpful, so I have decided to come here.
In addition to the food and information, there were also a variety of performances. These talents included Mariachi Solo Loro, Colorful Voices of Praise, student performers, and Krukas International African drummers. During the performance by Krukas International, the audience was invited to get up and dance, and they also learned some of the traditional dance moves that went along with the music.
Monmouth College is pretty cultural. People treat each other the same, so there's not much that needs to be improved. Because you have friends, like, you don't have segregation. You don't have people of a certain group sticking to themselves. They mix with each other, and they don't treat you like, oh my God, she's black or she's so, like that.
For MCTV, I'm Lily Guillen. The Office of Intercultural Life and the Public Affairs Committee of the faculty sponsored this event.
Equality Illinois visited Monmouth this past weekend as part of Spectrum's Monmouth Equality Week. Mike Ziri, Director of Public Policy at Equality Illinois, an LGBT rights organization based out of Chicago, came to Monmouth Friday night for a seminar entitled More Than Marriage, What's Next for LGBT Equality. The presentation discussed LGBT issues that still need to be acknowledged even after nationwide marriage equality. Topics included the recently passed ban on gay conversion therapy, transgender equality, and discrimination laws. The seminar also shed light on what Equality Illinois is and does in the state.
Marriage is not it. We're not, just because we have marriage equality does not mean the fight for full lived equality is over. There's so much more to do, whether it's ensuring trans people have access to all the rights and benefits that everyone else in society has, whether it's ensuring that all LGBT people are free to live their own lives without discrimination and not fear for their jobs, for their apartments, just to be, to get married one day and fire the next. So I think it's clear that there's more work to be done, but I'm also encouraged that people are ready to take on that task and do that work and change hearts and minds.
Founded in 1991, Equality Illinois is the oldest and largest advocacy for LGBT in the state.
The Monmouth community were invited to do some stargazing this weekend, or to be correct, moongazing. Saturday night, Monmouth College opened the Adolphson Observatory to the public for a viewing of the moon through the new 20-inch Trubek telescope. This event is a part of the International Observe the Moon Night sponsored by NASA, where people all over the world were looking at the moon. According to Professor Chris Fasano from the physics department, this telescope is a great research instrument, and it changes the way professors at Monmouth College teach astronomy.
So it's a wonderful instrument. It allows us to do, it's a research grade instrument, so we can do research. Students will be able to do research. It'll change the way we teach astronomy. We'll bring people up here to really look at the sky.
It's pretty cool to see all these different age people from, you have your 70, 80-year-olds, and you also have these little kids that are fascinated about learning about the moon and learning about the planet, so I think that's a really cool thing.
The telescope was made possible by a gift from MC grad and former vice chair of the Board of Trustees, William Trubek.
Taking a look at some events on campus this week. Tomorrow night at 7 in Dahl Chapel, High Impact Training is hosting Strange Like Me, an interactive program which discusses issues surrounding race, gender, and homophobia. This weekend is Family Weekend. Families are encouraged to visit Monmouth for a variety of activities, including the Legacy Brunch, inflatables, and a cookout on the quad. As part of Family Weekend, ASAP is hosting Norman the Magic Experience Saturday night at 9 in Dahl Chapel.
Up next on sports, Lady Scots tennis had a close one versus Beloit. Highlights after the break. The Lady Scots tennis team hosted the Beloit Buccaneers this past weekend. After a delay, due to Beloit arriving late, the day started off with doubles matches. Doubles partners Katie Tolsky and Annalise McDermott would score on a wide return and go on to defeat Alex Kupriel and Samantha Kinyard 8-4. On to another doubles match, Morgan Holly would score off a short return, and Holly and Kaylee Cook would defeat Allison Vance and Naya Nahondro 8-1. The double match wins provided to be pivotal, with Beloit and Monmouth splitting the 6 single matches.
I thought me and my
3-3.
partner played well, looking to play well for singles. We hit good returns, and my serve's starting to come.
Lady Scots tennis got the win over Beloit by a final of 5-4, and their next matches are scheduled for Monday at Illinois College. That's it for sports. Here are the highlights from this week. And that's MCTV this week. I'm Tyler Bernisen.
And I'm Lily Guillen, and be sure to tune in next Wednesday for another installment of MCTV This Week.
And I'm Juliana Graff. Be sure to catch us on the web at monmouthcollege.edu/MCTV. See you next week.